What's up, everybody? It's JT Magnum, and I got some Niner news for you. Well, yesterday, the 49ers traded the ever so disappointing A.J. Jenkins to the Kansas City Chiefs for John Baldwin, and who's been disappointing for them as well. But I'd like to offer just a little touch of insight on that trade and why I think the 49ers actually made off well with that trade. And not, I don't say this often. Sometimes, you trade away players and you're just like, why would they want the other player? Or why did they do that? And on top of that, you saw in my last video, I wasn't very happy with A.J. Jenkins. I think he's just not that good. Maybe he just belongs in another conference, in another team, or with something else, because he clearly just did not get it at the NFL level, and he just couldn't get open. He couldn't get open, and when he did get open, he dropped the ball, and he just looked clueless out there. But for John Baldwin, I think it's a little different. I think his situation was given the fact that he had no quarterback. I mean, think about it. 2011, he had Kyle Orton. Then 2012, Matt Castle, and it's like this year is Alex Smith, and it's like, you already know my history with Alex Smith. I don't think he's that good of a quarterback. You saw it in the last preseason game. The Niners rushed him with second-team defense, and he could do nothing against that Niner defense. He's just not that good, in my opinion, of a quarterback. And my point that I want to make is even John Baldwin kind of hinted at the fact that Colin Kaepernick is obviously a better quarterback than Alex Smith, because him and his teammates were apparently, during the press conference today, John Baldwin said that him and his teammates were actually talking about Colin Kaepernick during the pregame warm-ups of that game against the Chiefs. And he said that they were looking at Colin Kaepernick throw the ball, and they were amazed at the velocity and how amazing he threw the ball. Well, you don't usually say that when your quarterback is on your team is Alex Smith, and you have, of all things, he happened to be on the 49ers the year before, and you don't even know you were going to be traded this week. You didn't know what was going to be happening. You had no clue if anything was going to happen or what's going on, and they were saying that. So you just know that, he probably understands that he's in a really good situation now. He's with a really good quarterback, and he's probably going to do some really good things on the field. I mean, you got to remember, this guy is 6'4", 230 pounds. He ran a 4.5 40 in the combine, and he was very talented coming out of Pittsburgh. And I know that he's had a case of some drops. Apparently, Andy Reid said he was dropping the ball a lot, and he didn't like it. But these are things that can be corrected. We have a pretty good wide receivers coach, and I just think John Baldwin's going to be something. I look forward to what he could bring the Niners in the future, and I'm pretty excited that he's on the team, because we need a really big, strong wide receiver that can at least get open against press coverage, especially against those Seahawks corners. So I like it. We need big, tall wide receivers. So good job to the Niners, at least trading and getting something for A.J. Jenkins, who is just such a disappointment. So that's all for Niner news. If I get anything more, I'll make sure I bring it to you guys, and stay tuned. All right, peace out. JT Magnum signing off.
You guys are good. You're a damn good football team, all right? And you know what? The longer it takes us to figure that out, the better we are. Who's got it better than us? Nobody!